Hello and welcome to this Electrical Principles training video. It's my great pleasure to have Gary Hayes with us here of GSH Electrical. Maybe you've heard of him. Yeah.
Finally got him one.
Yeah. We realised this. We've never actually shot a video for my channel with Gary in it, which was unintentional.
Well, we're not sure about that. When we get to all that difficult maths and magnetic fields and conductors flying all around over the show, then we obviously leave it over to you. Don't we?
I think you're doing yourself an injustice there, guys. But here we are. So just to explain what's happening in this video, this is the second video featuring the material we shot when Collingwood Lighting came in with their demonstration van to visit the students. We had the opportunity to shoot some material. And that was a really great day, wasn't it, guys?
It was fantastic. We had Billy, we had Lee here, didn't we? And you spent a lot of time in that van. I think nerding out would be the same.
Yes,
wouldn't it?
yeah. I think if they'd not taken me off the van, Billy would have been driving the van away with me still in the back going, this is amazing. So hopefully you'll enjoy this content. Again, it's talking about some of the extra bits and bobs that Collingwood do, some of the light fittings that they produce, and really making quite an exciting range of products. There's one or two things in there that I think you'll be quite impressed with. So we'll go over to the footage and we'll just say once again, thank you very much to Collingwood. Thank you very much to Lee and to Billy for coming to see us that day. So again, we've got a really interesting type of light here. I've not seen anything like this before. So what's going on here then?
So this is our colour switchable product.
Yep.
Okay, so we do this in both our entry level of the light range and we do it in our pro range as well. So
Fantastic.
4 and a 7-year warranty.
Sure.
But the technology and the idea is behind it on both.
Cool.
Okay. So this one comes with your interchangeable bezel again.
Yep.
It also comes with a push fit connector, but that's just underneath here, so there's no extra cable.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. Yep.
So this fitting is capable of doing 3 different light temperatures in just one fitting.
Yep.
So this is the colour switchable that we were talking about a minute ago.
Yep.
So if we just turn the lights off, I'll be able to show you how this works.
Fantastic.
Okay. So as you can see, the light fitting starts at 3K.
Yep.
And then we can switch it to 4K.
Fantastic.
And then we can switch it all the way up to 6K.
That is absolutely amazing. And you're just doing all that based on a little sliding switch inside the fitting itself that would be hidden behind the bezel once you've installed it.
So this is a very contractor-led fitting. So
Sure.
yes. So the idea behind this is you can have 30 fittings in your van. It doesn't really matter where you go.
Yep.
You can put in the light at whatever colour temperature you want.
Brilliant.
So and again, just to show you, so that flicks to warm, and then we're at neutral and then cool there.
Yep.
And you can just flick.
So it's incredibly flexible in terms of what it can produce. The installer doesn't need to have loads of different fittings. It can just have the one fitting. It can install it. And actually, because again, I think this is something that a lot of customers don't always appreciate the benefit of the colour temperature of the fitting. So actually here, you could install the lights and say, well, this is what it looks like with cool white. This is what it looks like with neutral. And this is what it looks like with warm.
It saves you having, when you put it on all at warm white and the customer goes, I don't like that. You then have to pull them all down, rewire them in, and then start again. This saves a lot of time and a lot of effort. And like I said, the switch just here is sealed, so it makes it an IP65 rated fitting from the front. It's still fire rated. It's still got all the other perks you'd expect from a Collingwood fitting on it. Yeah,
fantastic. It's just so innovative. Absolutely love that. I think that's a really important type of light fitting, and I expect there'll be a lot of people copying that before too long. It's
yes.
clever.
Yeah.
So Billy, I find it hard to believe that we've got another product that does something different to what we've looked at already, but what have we got next in the lineup?
So it's still a colour switchable product, okay, like the last one we spoke about, but this one, again, with the interchangeable bezel and the IP65, okay. This one is very different to the last one because it's not under the bezel. Yeah. It's actually on the switch on the wall.
Right, so in the previous one, we were able to switch the colour temperature from the fitting itself, which we said was more for the contractor to get that set and then leave it. Whereas this one, we're going to be switching it. We're going to be changing the colour temperature from the switch.
Yes.
Okay.
So
fantastic.
It's changeable from a standard switch or from a dimmer.
Excellent.
Okay. So if we just turn the lights off, and I'll show you. So when we turn it on, we get one colour, which again, like I said, you can dim it on a mains dim.
Fantastic.
Okay. But if you turn it on and off in a second, it will change the colours.
Oh wow.
Okay. So there's our 3K.
Yep.
Then we've got 4K there.
Yep.
And then we've got 6K.
Fantastic.
Okay. And again, you can change all of them. You can dim it down, and then you can change it again from 3 to 4 to 6.
Excellent. So I'm just in my mind, I'm thinking about applications for this, and I'm thinking if you either maybe in a domestic kitchen or possibly in a hotel room or a restaurant or something like that, you can actually set the different kinds of lighting that you might require from the switch. So you can have it on your cool white for your task lighting, and then when you want to bring the mood down a little bit, when you want to make it a little bit more cozy and comfortable, you can change it down to the warmer temperature.
I think you're correct, but I think the easiest way to understand it is in a kitchen diner.
Sure.
So you want to cook your meal, you might want it on 4K or 6K so you can see everything you're chopping, you can get the nice bright light. Then when you actually want to go into the dining room section and create the atmosphere for you to sit and eat, you can put it on the 3K and you can dim it down to get that nice environment.
Sure.
I think that's the easiest application for it to understand.
Absolutely fantastic. Now, on a previous take, something went horribly wrong and we ended up in something called party mode. So it didn't look much like a party to me. So what was happening there?
So it's not officially called party mode. But what it is so we've tried to force it to go out of sync. So if you've got a large circuit of these, we've tried to force them to go out of sync and they don't. There's a couple of reasons why it might. One, it might come out of the box a slightly different colour temperature.
Okay.
Or you might get something called a brownout, which will only affect half of your circuit.
Okay.
So what would potentially happen is the lights would go out of sync. So you'd have half of your circuit on warm and half of your circuit on, say, neutral or cool white.
Right, that's going to look pretty unpleasant in a room, isn't it? Yeah.
So what we do is we turn the light on and off 7 times within, I think it's 5 seconds.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it will flash like that, and it will take the whole circuit back to warm white.
So if we had several light fittings connected to this, they would all now go back, they would reset effectively.
Everything would reset back to warm white, and again, it wouldn't matter whether it was on the switch or the dimmer, you'd get exactly the same effect.
Another fantastic idea and a fantastic product.
Okay.
Now this next fitting, Billy, I know nothing about this, but I'm told that I'm going to be able to get excited about it, and I'll be honest with you, I've installed and seen a lot of bulkhead fittings in my life, and I find them quite difficult to get excited about, so let's see what we can do.
Okay, so this is our bulkhead. We do it in 4 different varieties. We do the standard, we do emergency, we do microwave, and we do microwave emergency.
Sure.
Okay, so this is the standard one as it stands.
Yep.
It's 14.4 watts.
Okay.
Kicks out 100 lumen watts, which is becoming sort of standard for us.
Yep.
In warm white, so it'll kick out 1,460 lumens in warm, but in the neutral white, it'll kick out 1,620 lumens.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Part of this, so that's a twist lock bezel. Normally they'd be screwed in, but for demo purposes we've undone it.
Sure.
So that's an opaque diffuser. We have an array of LEDs here, which have got 108 LEDs on, and we number them for you.
Yep.
Okay. And the other thing it's got, contractor LED, is a hinged gear tray.
Okay, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, so it's really easy for installation. This doesn't fall out. You don't have to put it down anywhere.
It's
nice and easy to work on.
Yeah. Okay. You've got a central entry point here, and then you've got our push fit toolless terminal connector as well.
Fantastic.
Okay. So what I'd like to do though is just so you can see how nice and even that light is on the back wall there, rather than shine it in. You can see the reflectance of all the LEDs.
Yeah.
Okay. With the opaque diffuser on, and the twist lock bezel. Okay, you'll see we get a really nice even light out of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, fantastic.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Lovely.
So I'll be honest, I'm not excited. It's a lovely fitting, don't get me wrong. Yeah, very well designed.
So for the next part, we're going to put it on the floor.
Okay. We've got the light. Whoa! No! Wow!
It's an IK08 rated bulkhead.
That is unbelievable.
You can fit that realistically anywhere and not have to worry about it getting vandalised, any damage to it.
That is genuinely amazing. Actually,
I'm loath
phenomenal.
I'm loath to admit this on camera. I weigh 14.5 stone and I can't break it.
That is impressive. That is genuinely impressive.
You are more than welcome.
May I? I really feel a little bit nervous about standing on this. Oh, I really do feel nervous about standing on this. That is incredible. I cannot believe that is not actually breaking at all. I mean, that is a phenomenal piece of design.
And the reason I leave it on is so people can see that it still works all the way through that.
Yeah.
And just for your reference, I don't think they'll pick it up on the camera. Can you see how badly scuffed that is?
Yeah.
That has been jumped on every day for the last 6-8 months.
So that's getting some work out, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And actually, when you brought it out, it looked fine, absolutely fine. Yeah, that really is an impressive bit of kit, actually. Who knew I could get excited about a bulkhead light? Thank you for that, Billy. That is fantastic.
No worries.
So another product that we're going to be looking at now, Billy?
This is our colour changing. So we've done colour tunable, we've done colour switchable. This is our colour changing.
Okay.
So this is an RGBW product.
Yep.
Okay, which means it's got 4 chips in it. It's got the red, the green, the blue, and a white chip.
Right, hence RGBW.
Yes.
Yep.
So before, when you wanted to make white with RGB, you put on all of the colours and you put them on as high as you can, and you got a very cool bluey white. Yeah. Now with our system, you get a true white. So that's just the white chip on there.
Fantastic.
Okay, so just to show you, so bear with me, sorry. There's the red.
Yep.
Then we've got the green. Then we've got the blue.
Right.
And then you've just got your white again. Okay.
So what's happening here is you're actually turning the individual chips on and off.
Yes.
So when you push the R, it turns on the red chip. When you push the R again, it turns the red chip off, and you turn another one on.
Correct.
Fantastic.
So the other thing we can do with this, if you run your finger around the colour wheel, you can pick the different colours you want.
Fantastic.
But with the white chip, if you turn the white chip off, you can then have more sort of traditional standard colours that you expect from your RGB.
Yeah.
But with the white chip on, you get that option to have your more pastel colours, your purples and your greens and so on.
I genuinely hadn't seen this before you started that, but that to me is a really, really good idea, because the traditional RGB colours, like you say, they're quite gaudy, which can be a really good thing. Sometimes you want that, don't you? You know, if you're in like a bar or something like that, you want that kind of effect going on. But sometimes when that goes into sort of a domestic setting, it can look a little bit too much, can't it? But with that white chip turned on, those colours are so much more appealing for different situations. That's really, really good.
If we just turn the lights back on, I'll show you something else. So with the controller itself, so with the wall controller, which takes 240 to it, you've got zones 1 to 4.
Okay.
So you can have 4 zones on that. With our handheld remote, you can have up to 6 zones programmed, so 6 different areas. And then we also do an app which will let you do 8 different zones.
Oh, wow. And is that iPhone and Android?
That's iPhone and Android.
Fantastic.
So the other thing with our system, because it's a very good component-based system, we are able to offer wall lights, ground lights, spike lights and strip lights that would all change at exactly the same time as well.
Fantastic. That is really good.
And the final thing you're able to do with our system, if you had 3 zones, you could have zones 1 to 3. And then on zone 4, you could have zone 1, 2 and 3 all then changing together. So you can change them independently or change them together.
Absolutely fantastic. I've been working in the electrical industry for years and years and years. And I think that at the moment, this is the most exciting time that I've ever known to be involved in lighting products, because there's just so much variety of stuff available and different things that you can do that we just couldn't do before. And I think it's fair to say that you guys are absolutely smashing this. You're doing such a fantastic job, and it's been a real privilege to have you with us here today. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.